Welcome to California Country. I'm Tracy Sellers. We're at the world-famous Hearst Castle here in San Simeon. It's a place that each year thousands of tourists flock to get a taste of old Hollywood fame and fortune. But these days they're getting a taste of the new Hearst empire, courtesy of a very special ranch. This palatial estate is what media mogul William Randolph Hearst is perhaps best known for, the Hearst Castle. Once the home of the famous newspaper giant, it is now one of the world's largest tourist attractions. With 56 bedrooms, 61 bathrooms, 19 sitting rooms, a movie theater, and the world's largest private zoo, the castle is almost like a small, self-contained city rather than just one man's humble abode.
William Randolph Hearst sat here in the center of the table. He liked to be surrounded by his guests. He sat here so he could talk and understand more about his guests. These were newsworthy people that sat here around him for his meals. There are 100 telephones in the house. The telephone was an intercom system, so you could call another guest at another location at the castle, or simply it's said at times some guests might get lost and they would call for help, wondering how to get back to their guest room or where they were going, say down for dinner.
But it was the land just below his home that Hearst truly cherished, a place referred to simply as the ranch. For a man who lived his life in the public eye, this was his true oasis, a place to slip into obscurity.
So he built his castle here at San Simeon, but the love of the ranch, the cowboy lifestyle, it was always something that Hearst really favored. But William Randolph Hearst wrote a letter to his mother, once quoting then from Mr. Hearst, that if he could spend a month anywhere in the world, it would be at the ranch at San Simeon.
Today, William Randolph's cowboy dreams are being lived out by his great-grandson, Steve Hearst. The now 80,000-acre Hearst Ranch is one of the largest and oldest working cattle ranches on the California coast. But when the new generation of Hearst took over, the question quickly became, how can the ranch keep thriving in the modern era?
And it was my ranch manager, Cliff Garrison, who said, "Gee, Steve, it's a shame we couldn't do anything with our beef." And I said, well, why couldn't we? And so ultimately we started pursuing the grass-fed beef, and it fit right in with the whole conservation solution for the property.
It's fun. It's a picnic every day. We love it. It's a beautiful place and a great place to work.
So from the shadow of their famous neighbor, the Hearst Ranch is stepping into the spotlight these days with their brand new grass-fed beef operation. Grazing on rolling hills with picturesque views, the Hearst beef is billed as nothing being added but their history, and it's true. The cattle thrive on nutrient-rich native grasses that have been there since the days of William Randolph Hearst. And today they are actually being helped and not hindered by the animals that call this place home.
The native grasses and all the grassland areas that are here are a result of the cattle operation. They've been here for the 140 years as well.
The perfect balance between man and nature is exactly what William Randolph had intended when he began the cattle operation in 1919 and built his famous home overlooking his beloved ranch. The result of all those years of dedication to the land and animals is beef with extraordinary flavor that's almost as memorable as the surrounding landscape. The once niche product has become a staple among chefs looking for the newest and greatest product, especially when it comes from a local legend.
It is funny that you hear the words up-and-coming company, but people like Hearst has been around for a long time, but yet their beef and their ranch is relatively new, and their product on the market. And so far, it's just a wonderful product. And so they're slowly growing that, and it's a great concept because they're very unique in what they do. They start from finish to the end.
And this historic working cattle ranch and landscape will be preserved forever thanks to one of the largest land conservation easements in California history. It's just one more way that the Hearst legacy is living on through the land and agriculture that have been part of this famous family for generations.
I thought it might ruin it for me when I took over running the properties, and because I'd be down here all the time working, and then when I got here, I realized that this job is kind of the best of all worlds, because I can't tell whether I'm working or playing.
If you enjoy the show, you'll love California Country, the magazine, which brings to life great stories from across the Golden State. Just log on to our website at cacountry.tv and you can request a free trial issue. If you like what you see, you can continue to receive California Country, the magazine, for just $9 per year. This segment is brought to you by the California Farm Bureau Federation, with nearly 90,000 family members.
Hey there, Dee. Good, good. How are you doing? My mindset is, look, do it reverse. Go to the farmers, have them tell me what looks best that month. That was so good, Dee.
Well, thanks for choosing Holly Farms for your goat cheese.
Once again, thank you so very much.
We know sometimes things can get a little scary on the road. That's why Allied Insurance offers worry-free auto insurance protection. So you can drive with complete confidence. No matter who you encounter on the road, contact your independent Allied Insurance agent for details and be worry-free.
This is my kitchen, and I make the rules.
I decide what comes in and what we eat.
Type 2 diabetes runs in my family, so a poor diet puts my kids at even more risk.
That's why I'm serving more fruits and more vegetables. And I'm making sure they get some exercise every day.
This is my kitchen, and healthy kids start here.
Times are changing, and change is good. Be a champion for change. For mom-tested tips and recipes, contact the Network for a Healthy California.
What's going on in your kitchen?